Hi everybody, this is Lynn. I am here in Athens, Greece, and I'm here to give you an introduction and an overview to Greece. So one of the first questions that people ask is, where is Greece? Greece is part of Europe, and you can see here this is North America, Europe, and Greece. If you're coming by plane, it's about a 15-hour flight from the west coast of the United States to Greece, the fastest flight that you could find. And there are direct flights from New York that take a little less than 10 hours. So flying is one of the popular ways to get to Greece. There are 15 international airports in Greece, and the Athens International Airport is the largest. So just to kind of zoom in a little bit more, so Greece is part of Europe, and it is actually in the Eastern European time zone. So because it's in the Eastern European time zone, that means it is an hour later than the Central European time zone, so an hour later than France and Germany, the countries in the middle. And it is 2 hours ahead of the UK. So this is where it is. While it is in the Eastern European time zone, it is not considered an Eastern European country. Designation is for countries that were formerly communist countries and became part of Europe after the Cold War. So Greece has never been communist. It is considered a Mediterranean country, and it is in the southeast part of the Mediterranean region. The water bodies that surround Greece include the Ionian Sea, the Aegean Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. And the country itself is actually divided into the mainland. There are three parts of the mainland: the north, the central, and the Peloponnese in the south. And then there are 6 main island groupings and Crete. So first there's the Kiklatis Islands in the southeast. This is where probably a lot of you have gone on holiday. These islands include Mykonos, Santorini, Naxos, Paros. So if you've been to any of those are Kiklatis Islands. You'll also see the Dodecanese Islands, and this includes Rhodes, Kos, those islands. You'll see the Saronic Islands. These are the closest to Athens, and they include Aegina, Hydra, Poros, Spetses. So many of you, if you've come to Athens and done a day cruise, you might have gone to some of these islands. They're quite easy to get to from Athens. Another island grouping is called the Spratus Islands. These are in the northeast, but closer to mainland Greece. And this includes islands like Skiros, Alonissos, and Skopalos. The Ionian Islands on the west, this includes Corfu, Zakynthos, Kefalonia. These are the islands that tend to be a little bit greener, and especially Corfu can have a bit of an Italian influence. And finally, there are the North Aegean Islands. So this includes Lesbos, Samos, Ikaria. These are islands that again are in the northeast, a little bit closer to Turkey. So this is Acropolis and on top of the Parthenon. And if you come to Athens, this is the most visited site. People often ask, what is the best time to come to Greece? Greece is a country that's heavily focused on tourism. So a lot of the cycle of the rhythm of the country follows the tourist season, and the tourist season starts at Greek Easter, and it runs through October, November. So August is the height of the tourist season, and I don't recommend that you come during August because it's really hot in Athens and in mainland Greece, and it's really crowded and a little bit more expensive on the islands. So really good months to come are in May and June, or in September, October. So in those months you get the good weather, but you don't have the crowds, you have more availability. And if you're in mainland Greece, in Athens for example, it's not so hot, so it's easier to go and see the sights. So keep that in mind when you're coming to visit. I should also mention that Greece does get cold. So in the winter time, especially in the northern part of Greece, you'll have mountains that have snow, there's skiing. So don't think of Greece as just a purely Mediterranean hot country. It does have 4 seasons, and particularly in the winter you can get some cold weather, so keep that in mind. So people ask, if you come to Greece, what should you see? So in Athens, of course, you'll want to go to see Acropolis and the Parthenon, the Temple of Athena on top of the Acropolis. This is actually one of the most visited sites in the entire world. It's really impressive and really beautiful, so definitely check that out in Athens. I also recommend that people go to Delphi, which is about 113 miles, about 180 kilometers from Athens. And in Delphi, this is where the mythical Oracle of Delphi read her readings. And the idea was that she was channeling message from the god Apollo, and people would come from all over the world to get her prophecies. So what you'll see there now is an ancient site that's actually really interesting, and the village of Delphi is actually really quaint and charming, so it's a great trip. Could be a day trip, it might be a little bit easier as an overnight, it kind of depends on how much time you want to spend in the car. And then the third place that I really recommend that people go is Meteora. So this is in mainland Greece, and it is a cluster of monasteries that are perched up on these really sheer cliffs. It is visually gorgeous. It is something that you can see in just a day or two. It's not that you need days and days there, but it's really interesting and just kind of a one-of-a-kind experience. So check out Meteora. And then finally, when exactly to come, so festivals and things like that. Greek Easter is the biggest deal in Greece, so if you're able to be here for Greek Easter, that will be an amazing experience for you. And particularly if you can go to Corfu, it has a really, really nice Easter celebration there. There are also things called Panegyris, which are saints' days that end up being celebrations, and particularly in the island of Ikaria, those are really fun to go to, so you could check that out. And those are the main things, but Greece is a very fun-loving country, it's a very festive country, it's very easy to have a good time here. Yeah, I have been here 8 years, I really love it, and I've never known a person who didn't enjoy their Greek holidays, so if you get a chance, I really do encourage you to come at least for a visit. Thanks. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all of our new videos as we release them. Thanks for watching.